Let's talk about some of the other free agency
What did we
moves
argue about? I don't remember
around the NFL. One that stood out to me, Steven, take tag board full here, was the Titans giving Dan Moore a massive contract.
Now I
They gave
remember.
him a 4-year deal,
Yeah.
$50 million guaranteed.
Well, first of all, I said he was going to get a lot of money, and I was right.
And I read an article, and apparently he's been good against almost everyone in the NFL except Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett kills him.
He's the worst tackle in football when he plays Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
He's confident against everyone else.
Yeah.
The Titans also weren't reportedly interested, according to reports, on any of the other big-name quarterbacks, which to me signals Cam Ward's going to be their pick at number 1. They're not going to trade that pick. Bull, you said you don't look at those moves that way.
No.
So let's start with that, then talk about some of the other moves around the NFL.
Yeah, I just don't buy that. First of all, there's no big – you said any of the big free agent quarterbacks. There are no big free agent quarterbacks. There was no quarterback available, veteran quarterback, that makes you a winner. That certainly was going to make the Tennessee Titans a winner. So I'm not saying they're not going to draft Cam Ward. I thought all along he would go – well, not all along, but I've thought for the last bunch of weeks. I've said for the last 3-4 weeks he's going number 1, whether they take him or not. And they probably should take him. But I don't think just sign – like, they needed a left tackle.
They drafted a left tackle in the first round last year, in the top 7.
They obviously didn't think he was good enough.
Well, they're moving him to right tackle, according to reports now. They're going to
because he wasn't good enough at left tackle.
Well, then they're moving the right tackle they drafted 2 years ago to inside guard.
Yeah.
So they have a whole reshuffling on the offensive line.
The point is there's plenty of other teams that signed offensive linemen in the last couple of days, yesterday especially, that aren't drafting quarterbacks. Like I don't think one necessarily points to the other. I don't think it's that. Like if they were going to draft, let's say the Titans planning to trade down with the Giants and then take Travis Hunter at 3. To me that doesn't affect whether they sign Dan Moore to the big contract or not. I don't buy that.
Am I crazy? Am I crazy for this? Like if I was with the Raiders. Or if I was with the Seahawks, I would not be excited about
Geno and Sam Darnold.
I would just sit there and be like, but for what though? Like it's like, okay, this not gonna mean nothing.
No, but the Browns are in the same boat unless they get a rookie.
But that's what I'm saying. I would rather.
What do you mean it's not gonna mean that?
I would rather take a rookie and hope that they're better than Geno Smith or Sam Darnold.
They signed him to an extension.
I know.
How many years Geno get?
Why?
How many years?
Didn't it 3? It was like the same. It was.
But here's the thing:
the Sam Darnold deal was what they offered Geno, but Raiders paid more.
Here's the thing: if you're the Raiders or the Seahawks, well, the Seahawks, they were not getting like they're drafting later in the first round anyway.
Right.
The Raiders have 3 quarterback needy teams ahead of them in the draft, so they're like,
so we can get one.
Even if they like Cam Ward and think he's great, they're like, well, we're not going to get him.
They could have traded.
They could have tried, but maybe Tennessee is going to take him, and ultimately they're not going to trade it, and then nobody has an option. But maybe they are going to still draft a quarterback in the 2nd or 3rd round, even though they signed Geno. Like we were all shocked when the Falcons took Michael Penix last year after picking up Kirk Cousins, and turned out to be a smart move.
We looked at Sam Darnold. I would have thought
that
general managers would have been smarter than this. They would have been like, look, he's playing with Justin Jefferson and Addison. They're running a lot of smoke and mirrors.
They doing Jackson Smith and Jig made that deal.
He's the man now.
I mean, he's
the only man.
And then they got rid of DK Metcalf. Like if I'm the Seattle Seahawks, I'm like this man. This what 8 wins?
They want to run the ball anyway.
8.
Listen, Sam Darnold had a hell of a season. I get it. He fell apart at the end of the year, and I'm not a believer, but the kind of season he had, I think there's a chance he can be a winning quarterback.
He got 100
million. Did Seattle make the playoffs last year?
Seattle did not. No,
they fell apart at the end of the year. Didn't
they were close, but they did not make the playoffs.
At least he can make it. He can get you to the playoffs.
Right, but
that's a stepping stone.
You lost Tyler Lockett also. They let him walk. I know he was getting old, but you got a great running back. You got actually 2 really nice running backs there.
Charbonnet and Ken Walker.
Yeah, they're both really talented.
I mean, that's what you was going to lean on anyway.
So you're going to use them in the past, and you got JSN, and that's about it. I don't know what else they have skill position-wise.
Noah Fant, the tight end. Yeah. I played with Noah. Shout out to Noah.
He's everybody's waiver tight end.
Yeah. He was supposed to be.
He was a first-round pick, I think.
He was supposed to be good coming out of college.
Because he came from Iowa,
right?
so you thought.
But he's just been. He's not even like he's the.
I got to check. I got
the 14th best tight end.
I got to guard him in practice in Denver. He's solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just look. I ain't the one to talk. I mean, we ain't got nothing.
Nothing, right?
We got Kenny Pickett. Somebody will be watching this. This dude is delusional.
Yeah.
He talking about all these other quarterbacks. They have nothing.
Charles Davis is talking about not drafting a quarterback potentially if they go after Kirk Cousins, which I hadn't even thought about that possibility.
That scared me.
The Browns better not do that.
It scared me.
You said it best. They cannot let Kirk Cousins prohibit them from drafting a quarterback.
I mean, that the way he presented it, though, like, we used to bad stuff happen. I said I could see an alternate universe.
Did Kirk Cousins get hurt last year?
No, he tore his Achilles 2 years ago.
No.
I'm saying
got
like,
old.
he got
his
benched.
shoulder.
Charles was like he was 4-2 at a point in time.
He was playing decent,
and he did have that five. I remember the 500
yard
was
game.
ridiculous.
He wasn't playing. I think Charles, in my opinion, was overstating how well he played early in the year, but he was playing okay.
He had that crazy game against Tampa,
and he had the huge game against Tampa, and then he fell off a cliff.
That was it.
I mean, he was horrendous. What did he go like? No touchdowns, 10 picks or something in his last 3 games.
And if you watch and listen,
he looked horrible.
There's a chance we're going to talk ourselves into Kirk Cousins.
Who
is
we?
Well, Tyvus is not.
We as people that support the Browns are going to have to admit the fact
we
that
may
he's part of the,
listen, he may be here. I'm not talking myself into him being able to be a real winner for them.
No,
I
me
gotta
either.
see it.
But
I gotta see it.
A couple other moves real quick I want to
I
want to mention. Milton Williams, $26 million a year. Headed to the New England Patriots. He was the best defensive player in the Super Bowl.
You know what?
An overpay for a guy or worth it?
All these guys.
The Patriots and the
Commanders. The Eagles are the new Patriots.
Great.
If the Eagles and the Chiefs. The Eagles and Chiefs let you walk, I'm like, for the most part, that's all right. They're like, he's not that important. Because the Eagles pay everybody that's important.
So this is what y'all don't.
Maybe it's finally catching up.
No. What you don't understand about these dudes is the Eagles got 75 D tackles.
That's right.
They draft 4 D tackles from Georgia every year. They're just up there. They get 3 edge rushers.
And they all look better because they're playing together.
Because they're playing together.
So he'll probably be fine, but he won't be worth the money. That's my guess.
This man had 11 solo tackles in 2024. 5 sacks. He had 24 total tackles.
Mike, what did he? I know he had a good Super Bowl, but like
24 total.
What did he do to get that money?
Milton Williams this most recent season.
Yeah.
Most known for what he did in the Super Bowl, granted, but during the regular season.
G just gave his stats. They were nothing.
Okay, good. I was talking to someone else. He had 5 sacks.
Yeah.
7 tackles for loss. A pass defended.
Did he have good?
He had 11 solos.
Grades
sound like Dalvin Tomlinson to me.
I mean, I don't understand that. Who did that? Who signed
Patriots.
him?
He was the
everybody went nuts. The Patriots rebuilt their defense.
No, he had the second highest pass rush grade of any defensive tackle in football last year. 91.
Still ain't got no weapons.
I'm sure he's going to contribute to winning.
Still ain't got nobody.
I mean,
hey, listen, listen. Unless you are Warren Sapp, Richard Seymour, Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
It's tough for me to be breaking no bank at $26 million a year.
So last move then I want to talk about, the Tunsil deal. We talked a little bit about Charles Davis.
Yeah.
Were the Commanders the big winners yesterday, acquiring a left tackle of that caliber for their superstar young quarterback?
See, the Commanders are smart. Most of the other teams that went crazy yesterday are bad teams.
Yeah.
So, like the Bears signed like 6 guys. Everybody goes nuts. Oh, the Bears improved here. They said the same thing when the Bears spent in free agency last year. Mm-hmm. Washington's smart because Washington is clearly on the verge.
Didn't they get?
They were in the NFC Championship game.
Did they get a pass rusher?
They Washington? Signed. I can't remember now. If Washington added a pass rusher, but
according to ESPN,
they signed defensive linemen. I'm pretty sure
because they let Jonathan Allen walk.
Yep.
Jonathan Allen left. Cornelius Lucas left. They lost Jeremy Chin. They traded for Jeremy Tunsil. They lost Dynami Brown. Yeah. They signed Javon Kinlaw.
And they traded for Debo.
And Debo.
And they made another trade for a veteran corner. Didn't they get Marshawn Lattimore?
I think he's a free agent.
I forgot they got him.
They got Debo.
Debo got to lose like 15 pounds.
He does, but he's not asked,
And what?
20.
You right.
He got fat.
He had to do that.
His lower body out of control.
He had to do that because he was going to play running back because CMC got hurt.
Lattimore's still under contract.
No,
My apologies. He's still under contract.
With who?
Washington.
With Washington.
Yeah, they traded for him.
Yeah, I thought it was an expiring deal. He's
now
no,
listen.
they traded for him in the last month.
Listen, Marshawn got to stay healthy.
I'm pretty sure, no?
Marshawn
it was a trade deadline deal, yeah.
Marshawn got to stay healthy and finish and play back to where he was at.
Yeah.
Debo got to lose some weight.
Yeah.
And
yeah, but what did they give up for Debo? Nothing.
A 5th-round pick.
So who cares?
But that's a trade between two friends. Adam Peters was with John Lynch. Adam Peters, I know Adam Peters. I know Adam Peters like the back of my hand because he hired and fired me like 6 times.
Did it smart. That's what you got to do. When you're a bad team going nuts in free agency, you're stupid. What you got?
Jesus crazy.
Debo Samuel, y'all think my outfits is outrageous. Debo Samuel's outfits is too outrageous. Look at that.
He's wearing shorts?
Them is cut off biker shorts, but the slit
with a leather
inside.
jacket. It looks weird.
Yeah, this is Debo Samuel.
I'm no fashion guy.
Yeah, this ain't it, man.
That's nasty work.
That's nasty work, and you didn't lose him 20 pounds, man. Don't do that to yourself, bro.
Yeah.